Atlantis makes its literary debut in the work of a chap by the name of Plato, specifically in his dialogues the Timaeus and Critias, written in Athens between 370 and 365 BC. In the dialogues, Plato, one of the seminal figures of the Western philosophical tradition, as well as a consummate mythmaker, has the character Critias described how he came into possession of various materials passed down through his family from the statesman Solon. The story goes that, after having made some laws for Athens, Solon took an extended holiday, with one port of call being the Egyptian city of Sais, home of the goddess Neith, whose priests entertained him with the tale of Atlantis. This is it in a nutshell. Once upon a time, about 12,000 years ago, there was a huge island in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. This island was the domain of the god Poseidon. Poseidon made nice with one of the locals and ended up the father of 5 sets of twins. The eldest of these was Atlas, and he gave his name to both the island and the ocean it was in. Atlantis had all manner of flora and fauna, including a large population of elephants and bulls, the latter of which were used in the sacrificial rites of the rulers. They also built stuff. At some point, the folks from Atlantis expanded into Europe and Africa as far as Tyrrhenia, which is in modern Italy, and Libya, which is modern, Libya. This brought them into a conflict with various powers of the day, instigated by Zeus, the bloke in charge of the cosmos, to chastise the errant islanders, though eventually Athens, leader of the anti-Atlantis coalition, was left to fight on alone. Then, Zeus, having presumably caught wind that his initial plan was going down the toilet, resolved to stop all the dicking around and come up with a more drastic solution. As a result of this, in a single day and night, Atlantis sank into the ocean, leaving only an impassable sandbar as a monument to its existence. Meanwhile, the good burgesses of the Athens of the day were also swallowed up by the earth. Fun times were not had by all, I'd wager. Atlantis, Plato's most famous double flusher, got a second lease of life with the discovery of the Americas, which were soon identified with the lost continent, notwithstanding the fact that it was still above water and the intrepid mariners of early modern Europe did not need to slog through an ocean of sand to get there. The Spanish historian Francisco López de Gomara is the first author we know of who made this connection, largely on the basis that the term ATL appears frequently in words coming from the Nahuatl language spoken by, among others, the Aztecs. Modern conceptions about Atlantis, though, owe as much, if not more, to the works of 2 authors of the 19th century than they do to Plato. These are the snappily named Ignatius Loyola Donnelly, an American politician who published Atlantis, the Antediluvian World in 1882, which identified Atlantis with the wellspring of practically all ancient cultures, and Helena Petrovna Blavatsky, a Russian writer and founder of Theosophy, who added all manner of strange suppositions which she claimed to have received from some geezers from Tibet or something. Atlantis was the 4th root race, immediate predecessors of the current race of gadabouts, with a history dating back far beyond the time allocated by Plato. There are also New Age contributions, which are, without doubt, akin to the deposits left by the bulls of Atlantis after their bathroom breaks. I have been Microsoft Hazel Desktop English United Kingdom and you have been watching this video on the Arcus Atlantis channel. Thank you and goodbye. Do not forget to send a postcard. You always forget to send a postcard. This makes me feel very unloved and contributes to my low self-esteem. This causes me to seek out torrid sexual encounters with unsuitable partners, thus perpetuating a cycle of guilt and harm. So send a bloody postcard. Tosser.